Okay, you're on.
We're good? Okay, so I'm going to do the intro to starting in team racing tactics. So for the new people, team racing is, instead of racing where we all race against each other, we instead pair up with 3 boats per team and you duke it out in kind of a duel. So there's 2 types of tactics, or basically offenses in pre-start. It's just like basketball. If I ever played basketball, you have zone defense and you have man-to-man. Either one, it depends how well you know the other team and how windy it is. Man-to-man, I'd say I would be assigned 1 boat, Matt would be assigned a boat, and David would be assigned a boat. So all you do is follow that 1 boat around and try and get a penalty and mess that other boat up. Because in pre-start and team racing, the goal is just to get an advantage and get a penalty on the other people so they start behind. It's important in team racing, though, when you're doing pre-start tactics to mess with the other boats. If I mess, I mean get them to follow you, hold them out to one side, and not let them start. So those are just ways to get ahead before the race even begins. So, yeah, man-to-man, one-on-one. Everyone picks a guy, and you stick with that person. Zone is a little easier, and it's more, it's less risky, because you can just say, I'm not going to worry about the other team, I'm just going to get a decent start. So in zone, Ryan would take the pin, because I know he likes the pin. I would take the boat, because that's the only side I can start on. And Matt would take the middle just for the heck of it.
I think Vanderbilt.
What? You like the boat?
I can start anywhere. Vanderbilt.
I was kidding about not being able to start anywhere. But anyways, yeah, it really varies. Like, man-to-man is good when you know you can take out the other team. Zone is less risky. So, yeah. The goal of team racing starts are just to get fouls while you can, but don't ruin your race. Because if you stop thinking about the race so much and you just want to mess with the other boats, chances are you'll lose the big picture and you'll get a bad start. Now, the starting sequence is normal for team racing. Basically, the other thing you need to know is use teamwork and communication. Like if this is me and this is a competitor and he's going to hold me out so I can't start, I would call for help. I'd call Ryan or Matt to come and bail me out, maybe mess with this boat so I can tack away and go get a good start. Communication, you're going to hear, is really key in team racing. If you don't work together with your team, you're going to get screwed. So, when in doubt, call for help. You guys think of anything else? Starting?
I don't think so.
Tanner?
If you follow somebody before the start, do you have to spin before the start or after the start, or how's it work?
You right away.
Right away.
And there'll be umpires that, quick intro is, in team racing, when someone thinks foul is committed, you raise a flag. And you wait until the other boat acknowledges that they did a penalty on you. If they agree, they'll just do 1 spin. If they disagree, you use another flag and you call for an umpire. And the umpire will give them 2 spins if that boat's wrong. So you never want to do 2 spins.
You don't use flags, you use your hands and you yell for your umpire.
Okay. Well, in high school we use flags.
Also, starting in college, you usually aren't getting penalties in the pre-start, you're just trying to get an advantage.
Yeah, okay.
I know you're good. Still good to know.
If you're in zone and somebody's...
Wait, hold on, guys. He's got a question.
If you're in... I guess if you're in a zone start, what do you do if somebody's just cruising back and forth down the line?
Don't worry about him.
Do you try and stick with them in a zone and hand them off, or just match somebody up with them and cruise around?
Good question. Zone, I guess it varies. You can say zone, you can kind of do man-to-man, and then just have zone at the end. Like, let's do man-to-man for the first 2 minutes, and 45 seconds, I want to be in zone. So, zone basically just means start in your area, if that's what you want to do. And the good part about that is you're less likely to end up stacked up next to one of your boats, and then end up hurting your own teammate. Does that answer it?
Yeah, and I guess the other thing is if you're, for whatever reason, you're not engaged with somebody on the start, if they drop the ball or pick off of them or something, would you want to just try and get a clear start by yourself, or should you re-engage engaged with them so that you're a match up across the board.
I mean, I'd say clear start. What do you think, Matt, Ryan, David?
I agree.
That's what I would
Clear
say.
start. I mean, might as well not be behind.
Yeah.
If they're not on top of the game, then just let them do whatever they're doing and just get the best start you can.
Anyone else? Okay.